Yeah. When I've been up his hands.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23. Yard line, 23-yard line.
This is it. 19. 59.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
What? 180. I'm coming.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
180. Let's go. Shoot. Pistol.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Check 24. Check 24. Run. Kings. Kings. Hey, Alpha. Watch out.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Kill. Point it right. Check 3. 80 weapon. Hey, alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Mayfield will throw for it on 4th. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And this will be a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Alert! No!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Watch his slant. He's caught.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Oh, and And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Texans.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch the shit. 29. Alert. Get wide. And 31. Hey, we got Malcolm.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Check out. Real.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I know he ain't got it. Slam.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And some strong running. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 9. Mike 9. Who that? Who that? Slam, slam, slam. 20 points down. He's coming. No. Hey, 31.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Check 56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Beckham. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Watch the whip. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Rush in, 4th down, coming. Check 43. Check 4. Big ass.
Watson on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Houston.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing 54.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. 36, 36. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one is caught by Hunt.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mayfield to throw it. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Mayfield down, eluding the pressure right. And his pass, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hurry, hurry.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mayfield now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Kill.
X3. 218, chopper.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Opposite, opposite.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check your hot read.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No problem there on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. How about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Run, run, run.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
I'm coming.
You go.
Here's Hunt. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
180.
Rabbit. Check 13. Check 13.
Hurry.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Extra score, Browns 21, Texans 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Houston. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
25, check 25, check 25.
Mayfield off the play fake. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and
3. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
another Browns first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
180.
98 for Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They run with Hunt. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Check 24, check 24.
Alert, 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 alert.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys have now moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Christian Kirksey in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 1st down, Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, alert 33.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st down, Texans.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Choose the mic. Jump.
Here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
To Johnson again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's coming. Double up.
Pistol.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
You gonna get this, boy? 61. Matchbox lights. You think you gonna get this?
Check 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
56, the mic, boys. 56.
Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool him a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watch twins. Watch safety twins.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Going deep for Hopkins, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Texans.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Two times. Three down. Switch.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 18-yard line.
180.
Right there. 56. Hey, watch the slant.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was